Hello, and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA. Today is episode number 443 of the Once a Day Road Trip Trivia Quiz. Yesterday was St. Patrick's. Hopefully you're feeling alright today. If not, this might be a perfect quiz for you. Today's category is disaster trivia. This is man-made, natural, mechanical, industrial. These are all the worst type of disasters. 21 questions. Good luck. Question 1. Tropical systems beyond tropical storm strength are called both hurricanes and typhoons. What is the only difference between a hurricane and a typhoon? The only difference is where they are located. They just call them something different in certain parts of the world. Question number 2. One of the largest producers of tornadoes is in the Midwestern United States, including Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Iowa, and Texas. By what nickname is this area commonly referred to as? They call that area Tornado Alley. Question number 3. Home to 6 of the world's top 10 lightning hotspots, what continent consistently receives the most lightning strikes every year? The continent with the most lightning strikes is Africa. Question number 4. In 1666, the Great Fire of London started in the home of Thomas Farrinor, the King's Baker, on what aptly named street near the London Bridge? The baker lived on Pudding Lane. Question number 5. At one time, hurricanes were given exclusively female names. In what year did male names start appearing on the list, beginning with Bob that same year? Hurricane Bob occurred in 1979. Question number 6. A nuclear accident occurred on Saturday, April 26, 1986 in the number 4 reactor at what nuclear power plant near the city of Pripyat in the north of the Ukrainian SSR? That power plant was Chernobyl. Question number 7. The Dust Bowl was the name given to the drought-stricken southern plains region of the United States, which suffered severe dust storms during a dry period in which people and livestock were killed and crops failed across the entire area. In what decade? The answer is the 1930s. Question number 8. Originally developed to estimate tornado wind speeds, ranked F1 to F5 based on damage left behind after a tornado. What was the name of the creator of the scale that the F stands for? His name was Fujita. Question number 9. In what U.S. state did the German passenger airship LZ-129 Hindenburg catch fire and was destroyed during its attempt to dock with its mooring mast at a naval air station? The Hindenburg disaster occurred in New Jersey. Question number 10. The Great Storm of 1900 made landfall in what American coastal city on September 8th and caused an estimated 6,000 to 12,000 deaths, which was about 20% of the city's population at that time? The 1900 hurricane was in Galveston, Texas. Question 11. In the year 1980, there was an earthquake near the base of what northwest U.S. volcano, triggering the largest landslide in recorded history and a major volcanic eruption that scattered ash across a dozen states? That was Mount St. Helens. Question number 12. Much weaker than the landlocked variety, but still able to become violent if they reach land, what is the name given to a tornado that forms or passes over open water? The answer is a waterspout. Question 13. In 1986, the world watched as what U.S. space shuttle disintegrated soon after it launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, killing all 7 astronauts on board? The answer is the Challenger. Question 14. In mid-2010, the world's most devastating oil spill occurred in the Gulf of Mexico as a result of a methane gas explosion. What was the name of BP's drilling rig that was at the center of the disaster? The answer is the Deepwater Horizon. Question 15. The lowest speed of a Category 1 hurricane, at what maximum sustained wind speed does a tropical storm system cease being called a tropical storm and enters the hurricane scale? The answer is 74 miles per hour. Question 16. At 4 a.m. on March 28, 1979, the worst accident in the history of the U.S. nuclear power industry began when a pressure valve in the Unit 2 reactor failed to close at what nuclear generation station near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania? That station was called 3 Mile Island. Question 17. Memorialized in a song by Gordon Lightfoot, what was the name of the Great Lakes freighter that sank in Lake Superior during a storm on November 10, 1975, with the loss of the entire crew of 29 men? The answer was the Edmund Fitzgerald. Question 18. What Texas city was leveled twice, first by an F5 tornado on April 3rd, 1964, and then later by an F4 tornado, which came to be known as Terrible Tuesday on April 10th, 1979. That Texas city was Wichita Falls. Question 19. According to the tales, what lady and her cow were responsible for the Great Chicago Fire that burned from October 8th to 10th, 1871, killing approximately 300 people and destroying roughly 3.3 square miles of the city? They blame that fire on Kate O'Leary, Miss O'Leary and her cow. Question 20. Which city, along with Herculaneum, was suddenly destroyed in 79 AD by Mount Vesuvius, and its ruins were perfectly preserved in ash for centuries? The answer is Pompeii. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching this episode of Road TRIpVIA. Check back tomorrow. It will be Friday. Fridays we do TRIpVIA. TRIpVIA is questions from the television show Jeopardy, but they're asked in a way where you can answer in the form of an answer, not like on the television show where you have to answer in the form of a question. So the questions are from the show Jeopardy, but they've been worded a little bit differently to fit the format of this trivia quiz. That's every Friday. Tomorrow is the number 11 for this year. It is episode 444. So if you haven't seen any of these quizzes yet, if you're just now finding this channel, as of tomorrow there will be 444 different 20 or 21 question trivia quizzes that you can go back and watch. You can just click the links all over this channel. You can click subscribe, you can click the notification bell, you can go to our page, check out all of the channel's videos. Right now there's 443. We really appreciate it. Subscribe if you'd like. Share it on Facebook or any of the social media sites. That would be awesome. We would really appreciate it. Here is question 21, the tiebreaker for today. On June 12, 1955, the worst single auto racing accident occurred when a race car flew into the stands and exploded, killing 83 people, including the driver, at what annual race? That race was the annual Le Mans. Worst disaster in auto racing history. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this category. It was pretty fun to write. Check back tomorrow for a TRIpVIA.